So for our next rice dish on the top 5 list, we're here at a nice-ish sit-down restaurant, which is a little different because usually a family-style restaurant like this don't serve single dish meal except for one thing, and that is what we're having. It's crab fried rice or khao pad po. Now, the reason why I chose crab as opposed to chicken or pork or whatever is because crab is pretty much the most popular type of fried rice in Thailand, to the point where there are actually restaurants that specialize in just crab fried rice, and that is why it's the only fried rice for which I have a video. At seafood restaurants like this one, they like to serve it as sort of, you know, the alternative to jasmine rice. Here we go. It's a really simple flavor. It's a little salty and a little sweet, but for what it is, it does its job well, which is sort of the mild and comforting flavor, and it goes well as a side dish to other things. Now, normally if you had this as a single dish meal, they'll serve it with prik nam pla, which is sort of the fish sauce and chili condiment and a wedge of lime. We don't have that here today because it's supposed to be a side dish to everything else. And this one in particular has slices of tomatoes and onion, which is not usual, but you know, every restaurant has its own variation. So that's just kind of what they do to make it a little more interesting. So that is all for our crab fried rice. We are on our way to our next dish, and we're going to a shopping mall, to the food court. Now, before you freak out, Thai food courts are not like American food courts. They are not crappy fast food chains. They actually have a pretty good selection of Thai food, and most of them will sell what I call one-dish meals. So we're gonna go to a place called the Mall Bangkok, which apparently has a very good food court. So here it is, our Khao Moo Dang, or literally translated as rice with red pork. Here's our red pork. The red pork is basically Chinese barbecue pork that's been roasted with a bunch of spices, mostly cinnamon and star anise, and the sauce is the best part of this dish, and it's like a gravy that is seasoned primarily with 5-spice powder and soy sauce. So it's got kind of like a cinnamony, sweet, salty kind of flavor. And often you can order Khao Moo Dang with also crispy pork belly or moo grob. And you know, if you don't mind the animal fat and you like something crispy, it's a nice addition. So now I'll try the moo dang for you. Really prominent cinnamon and star anise flavor. It's really kid-friendly. I remember really liking this dish as a kid, so if you ever bring your kids to Thailand, this is a great dish for them to have, and it's moist. It's got a little bit of vegetables, though it's not all meat. And yep, this is our Khao Moo Dang. Of course, you didn't think I was gonna finish this series without a rice dessert, did you? And of course, we're gonna have a rice pudding today, which is black sticky rice pudding. Now, there's lots of different rice desserts that I could talk about, but this happens to be the one that I quite like very much. And I've done this recipe before, a long time ago, and it's very easy. It's black sticky rice that's been cooked with sugar until it's like this chewy, sticky mess, and it's got some cooked taro inside, and it's got a salty sweet coconut milk that gets poured on top. Served warm is best. A very, very nice winter dessert, even though it's never winter here in Thailand. Black sticky rice has a very unique flavor. It's not just sticky rice that's black. So if you get a chance, make this recipe. I promise you, you will like it. And that concludes our top 5 rice dishes in Bangkok. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to write me about any of this stuff, have any questions, feel free to do so through my website, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. and I will see you next time for your next delicious Thai meal.